Saw this year the Tisha B'Av video that we made. Okay, most of you did. We have, Baruch Hashem, tens of thousands of people. Tens of thousands of people every year watch our Tisha B'Av film. Put a lot of tremendous amount of work into that. By the way, the producer of our films here is here tonight, E. Orman. And it has a tremendous rosham on people, the Tisha B'Av film. And this year we featured one gentleman, we featured several, but one person made an especially strong impression on everybody here. We're going to show you tonight just a little snippet, just a little bit of a summary, just a little two-minute summary of one part of the Tisha B'Av film. Then we're going to show you something else. No, not the shape. I'm going to show you something else. So watch your screens for the short summary of this year's Tisha B'Av film.
Nothing. I got the opportunity to shoot an advertisement in New York, and on the plane I saw that religious, scary lady, and I was stuck with that lady for 11 hours. And I was very surprised that we started to talk. She was very honest to say, you know what, Effie, I'm not God. I don't have all the answers. I know a lot of people that can give you some of the answers, and I promise you that I'm going to ask them.
So my wife invited him for a Shabbos, and she would kept on saying, I invited him for Shabbos, I wonder if he's going to have a call and accept the invitation. And sure enough, after a week and a half, he called.
I came on Friday morning, and I went to her house. I opened the door.
When he came in, he saw the Shabbos table, he was all set and everything, and that did something to him. He was overwhelmed by just the sight of the Shabbos table.
He'd never seen the Shabbos table.
After he left back to Israel, almost every day she wasn't coming.
Almost every day.
There isn't a day today that goes by, I'm not going to say that you haven't met.
So that's why when I asked you how many children you have, you wouldn't say how many, because he's one of them.
Russia.
Is that a fair statement that I just made?
Sure.
No.
Yes. We learned to become a unit in this house. This is something very special for us. We feel it like he's part of our family. I think he feels like he's part of our family too.
These people are so kind and warm, and they made me feel like home. And suddenly I saw a whole different Judaism. And I couldn't sleep that night. I told myself, Effie, wake up. Wake up, because you need to ask yourself questions. At that moment, I realized that I want to keep Shabbos. Share it with us. All the religious people that experience Judaism every day, share it with us.
Effi Bibi. Now this year, we have a special surprise because we're going to show you now a film, a follow-up. What has happened in the last 6 months? Because in the last 6 months, a lot has happened, Baruch Hashem. So we're doing a follow-up to the Tisha B'Av film right now in this short 3-minute film to show you the power, Baruch Hashem, the power that the Rebbeinu Shalom has put into Project Inspire and what it leads to. Next 6 months later, let's take a look. Go to the video.
בכותל ובעיר העתיקה, ולאלה שרוצים לשמר את מיטב המסורת ולהטמיע פתק בכותל, הכנו עבורכם ערב נפלא, אש התורה, אש ישראל. קוראים לי אפי ביבי, אני שחקן תיאטרון, שחקן תיאטרון חיפה. אני גם על טקס התוכנית הזאת בבוקר וגם נפגשנו בתוכניות אחרות. מי בונה את בית המקדש? הבן שלו, מי זה היה? שלמה המלך, איזה מלך הוא היה. First of all, Yoshut, Babani, Rosh Yeshiva, and dear guests, I want to thank Project Inspire for giving me the opportunity to stand here and to experience this amazing Shabbat with amazing people. You gave me so much to do Shabbos. I've been asked a few weeks ago to say a few words about my journey in the last 2 years. And I found myself in the Beit Midrash writing and erasing and changing and thinking about what should I say? What should I say to these important people from so many different backgrounds? What can I possibly mechadish to you? And I was trying to think, how did I get here? How did I get to this point that I'm standing here and I speak? What was that special moment that captured me 2 years ago that made me change my reality, made me change my life? And it was so clear to me what it was, what I experienced. I experienced truth. It was a moment of truth 2 years ago. And we all have it. We all have this moment that we stop for a second and we ask ourselves, what am I doing here? What is the purpose of life? Where am I going? I had this moment of truth 2 years ago, Shabbos table at the Rifles. It's an incredible moment, delicious one, but so scary. It's so scary because you know that this is the truth, and there are things that you need to change, and it hurts, and it's not fun, and there's a price to pay. And in this journey, you ask yourself if the price that you're paying worth it. Suddenly, I was trying to think about all the things that I had in the last 2 years of meeting a religious woman on the plane, and going for Shabbos in Borough Park, Brooklyn. You know, it's not Disneyland, okay? and experience Shabbat, and going back to Borough Park for 2 months to learn Torah, and moving from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, you know, from city of opportunities to my dorm with 3 roommates, and from the audition room to the Beit Midrash. What was I thinking? But Ribono Shel Olam shows me that even the biggest mistakes that I think that I did in my life turned out to be the biggest blessings. And he showed me that when you choose the path of truth, there is only one price that you pay. It's a price of living your life in the most fulfilling, meaningful way that you can ever expect. And the biggest mistake in my life that I thought it was 2 years ago became my biggest blessing. And these are the Reifer family. the Reifers, Tzipi Reifer. She was big enough to see past my clothing. And I wasn't wearing a black suit back then. She was big enough to see past my behavior, past my mistakes. They really saw the potential in Effi Bibi. Potential that I didn't even think that I have it. Things that I never imagined that I'm capable of doing. They show me day after day that I can do it. They show me the possible Effi. And she did it with one simple sentence. Will you come for Shabbos? That's it. I say that Hashem created the world with words. Tzipi Reifer created my world with the words, please come for Shabbos. So, I gotta tell you, it's not easy words to say from a Hasidic lady, a mother of 13, on a plane that her kids are gonna ask her, why did you bring a punk to your Shabbos table? And it wasn't Shabbos of miracles and big productions and, flying shtreimels. It wasn't that. There was some shtreimels in the air, man. It was a Jewish Shabbos with a lot of food, of course. A lot of food. I wanted to compliment her on the food, and I said, wow, so many curses. And then I realized that the word that I was trying to use is courses. Then I moved to Yiddish, and instead of saying shkoyach, I said shegitz. But beside the food, I learned Yiddish since then. I can speak Yiddish. Beside the food, there was a very special ingredient, and that was the truth. And you all have it. You all have it in your Jewish life, with your Shabbos table, and your amazing kids, your amazing family, and your clarity, and bitachon, and yirat shamayim, and ahavat Hashem. You all have it. And I'm asking you to share it. I see you today, and I see amazing potentials. Talking to people during this Shabbos, I see incredible potential. You're a cube machine. And I ask you to share it with our brothers and sisters around the world that don't have it. Don't have the Shabbos table. Don't have the holidays. Rabbi La was talking about people that don't know Judaism. I'm talking about Israelis that don't know that they're Jewish. I had to do all the way from Tel Aviv to Boardwalk, Brooklyn to experience Shabbat. Doesn't make sense. And how can you do it? You probably tell yourself, I'm not Tzipi Reifer, I don't have the tools, I don't know how. So first of all, you have Project Inspire that teaches you how to do it and to show you that you have everything. You have everything, you just need to present it in the right way. And it's also okay to say, I don't know, I'm not sure. I can check it for you, just like Mrs. Reifer did on the plane. I asked tons of questions. She just came back from Israel, from Chizuk Mission Project Inspire, and she said, you know what, I'm not sure. I'm going to check it for you, and I appreciated her honesty. So today, I'm asking you to look at the fellow Jew in the supermarket, in your doctor's appointment, in your bus stop. Look at him. Look at his eyes and realize that he's just like you. You have more things in common than differences. We all want amazing life. We all want the bitachon and the parnasa, the clarity and ahavat Hashem. We all want it. We all have the same fears, and we all Hashem's children. And I'm asking you to give them the option to choose. To really choose what they want to do with their life. Just like the Reifers gave me, they gave me the opportunity to choose my life. Uvacharta b'chaim. So, the story today is not about Effi Bibi, the actor and the model that became a yeshiva bachler and learned at the Bet Midrash all day. That's not the story. The story is about an amazing family, the Reifers. They're just like you. Just like you, they gave me the opportunity to choose, to see life the way they are, to experience Judaism, Shabbos table. I beg you to do it. And the Reifers are doing it every day, every night. They support me, they talk to me. Their kids became my brothers and sisters. And they're doing it amazingly together with Project Inspire and together with the Isha Torah family, the Rosh Yeshiva, Rabbi Coopersmith, Rabbi Berger, Rabbi Schwartz, all the amazing rabbis support me and help me realize who's the potential Effi. And I have one thing to tell you. Around the world, there are tens of thousands of Effis that looking forward to meet Mrs. Reifers on the plane. So I'm asking you, please make that flight to the flight of their lives. Thank you.
Effi Bibi. Let me tell you something. Ed Sullivan could have used an Effi Bibi. It would have helped the ratings.